So fall is one of the very best times of the year to plant a fresh crop of bok choy in your garden. And bok choy happens to be one of the top 10 hardy greens. And hardy greens are the greens that can take a frost and keep on growing. They are perfect for fall and winter gardens. So all you need to grow hardy greens is a few unique garden tools and a few new garden skills. So today I'd like to share with you the 7 keys to successfully growing fall bok choy. Hello, my name is Lynn Gillespie and I'm an organic farmer, and I've been growing hardy greens 52 weeks of the year in the Rocky Mountains for over 35 years. And I grow hardy greens through wind and rain and snow and below 0 Fahrenheit temperatures. So I love to grow bok choy through the cold season, and you can learn how easy it is to grow bok choy too. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with key number 1. And key number 1 is what variety to grow. I like to grow hybrid bok choy through the winter time because this gives the plants a little better chance of survival and they produce more. So my favorite varieties of bok choy are Joy Choy and Bopak. All right, key number 2 is timing. Bok choy germinates in temperatures between 50 degrees Fahrenheit and 75. And if you're in zones 3 and 4, you're going to want to plant your fall bok choy the first week of September to get it established before you start getting hard frosts. Now for zones 5 and 6, you're going to want to get your bok choy planted by the second week of September to get it established before it gets too cold. Now if you're in zones 7 and 8, you're going to want to get your bok choy planted the third week of September, and you'll need to get past some of the summer heat for the best success, but you'll want to get some of the plants started before the day length gets too short. Now if you're in zones 9 and 10, you have a great opportunity to grow some amazing bok choy all winter long. So it's best to get your bok choy planted by the 4th week of September if the summer heat has subsided. If not, then plant the first week of October. So our goal here is to get the bok choy in before the days get too short and after the summer heat is gone. So night temperatures are going to be the key to germinating your bok choy. All right, key number 3 is location. The sun will be low in the sky during the cold months, so you're going to want to grow your cold season bok choy in the full sun. So if you don't have a garden spot that's in full sun, maybe one of your neighbors has the perfect location, and just maybe they want to grow some bok choy along with you, so it doesn't hurt to ask. Key number 4 is plant spacing. I like to harvest small leaves, not large tough leaves. So I plant my bok choy in really tight spacing to keep the leaf size down. And I'm going to plant the seeds every ½ inch down the row, and the rows 3 inches apart. And I don't thin it, I just let it come up really thick. All right, key number 5 is water. This is a major key. If the plants are too wet, they can rot off at the soil level and become waterlogged and freeze harder. So it's important to only water when needed. And sometimes my winter bok choy will only get watered like once a month. So it's pretty amazing how little you can water these plants. So if your plants don't need it, just go ahead and skip it. You're going to be really surprised as to how long they can go without watering. All right, key number 6 is fertilizer. So bok choy is not a very heavy feeder, especially in the winter time. So I'll feed the bed with about a ½ inch of compost and a sprinkling of organic fertilizer before I plant, and then I don't feed that garden for the rest of the growing season. So before we get to the last key, I'd like to invite you to enroll in our Hardy Greens eCourse if you want to learn more skills and how to grow the top 10 hardy greens. So in this course you can learn which varieties of hardy greens that will grow well and which ones will not, what soil the hardy greens like to grow in best and how to create that soil, how to keep your greens growing when the temperatures dip to 0 Fahrenheit, and how to make an easy protective structure to grow your greens in, and how to use cheater heaters to get your plants through the coldest nights, and how to enhance the antifreeze system in your plants so they can survive the cold, and so much more. Now to learn about our course, go to our website, thelivingfarm.org/hardy-greens-eCourse. And for anyone that's interested, there's a $30 coupon code in the description below, and you can use that to get a discount off of the course. All right, key number 7 is protection. For a lot of us who get snow in the winter, we need to keep the plants covered so they can be a little bit warmer and keep the ground from freezing. So you will need 3 layers. First is a rigid structure to keep the covers off of the plants. I use a low tunnel or a cold frame. Next is an insulative cover, and last is a waterproof cover. So it's important to keep the insulative cover dry, and with these 3 layers you can protect your plants down to around 20 degrees Fahrenheit. If your plants need more protection down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit, we teach those in the Hardy Greens eCourse. So Bok Choy is one of the best hardy greens to grow in the fall and the winter, and with a few garden tools and a few new skills, you can grow your Bok Choy during the cold season.